What's happening, people? You're tuning into Comedy by Coincidence. This is episode number 92, I think. 92 or 93, something like that, man. It's your boy, Chris Davis, sponsored by Degenerates. I'm running this bitch by myself today. Hold on. What's happening? You're tuning into Comedy by Coincidence. It's episode 90 something. We're big. Hey, what's happening, people? Where's these cameras? I'm working this by myself. It's your boy, Chris Davis, tuning in with you with my man over there.
Ty Young.
That's right. And what a good-looking motherfucker, too. I already ruined the no cussing thing already. But whatever.
Who fucking cares?
Exactly. We're free. We're as free as birds now. You know what I'm saying?
This is a podcast for adults who can understand the attempts of humor.
If I'm not mistaken, you have to prove you're over 18 before you can watch this anyway. So I don't care too much. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, YouTube does that?
Yeah, we're an over 18 channel. You got to log into your YouTube and have a birthday that's not
cool.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's one way to keep us out of trouble. It's one, I hope to God. Yeah. It's one way that hopefully my students don't ever watch this, right?
Yeah, I mean, one day.
When
you don't want to discount them for forever.
Right, exactly. But, it's your boy. We're doing this on a Saturday. I still haven't released the last episode. That's how busy shit's been. But I'm going to do that right after I get out of here.
Excellent.
It's been crazy. How are you doing, my man? Has stuff been crazy for you?
A little, probably a little less than you. But it's the beginning of the summer season. You know what I mean? Like it's the beginning of summer. Everybody gets more busy during the summer, and I just wish I could abolish the season. You know what I mean? Like, let's go back to spring where it was nice outside, no mosquitoes, and go fresh start. Yeah, and I'm not ready for summer.
The heat and humidity doesn't kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you there.
And it's one of those, like, people say Florida is the worst in the summer. I disagree. I gotta say it's the Midwest.
Missouri, especially. You know what I mean? St. Louis got three rivers running through it, and it just makes everything boggy, bro. It's like a swamp.
Exactly, but you guys, you'll get to 100 degrees and have 100% humidity. Same level as Florida, but Florida will have that ocean breeze every once in a while.
Yeah.
In Missouri, you got nothing. Nope. Nothing. Not a single breath of fresh air will flow through that place for weeks.
Yep. So, shout out summer, you suck dick. Go back to whence you came. Yo, are you still in Little Rock, Arkansas? Where you at now, brother?
Oh, dude, I'm at the new gigs here in Florida. The the old hotel had lots of problems. It was a luxurious resort, the luxurious Super 8 resort. 8 stars
Right.
of shittiness, and we we're in a new hotel, which is nice. I got to change up my whole living game here, though, but that's no problem.
Why is
Um,
that? No
I
balcony?
just no balcony. It's a
Uh,
it's a proper hotel, so I actually have to use the elevator to get outside now. I can't just open up my front door. So it's a change.
it
You know what I
is
mean?
a
Like,
change.
you ever you go to your favorite ice cream spot, right?
Sure.
They've been hand making the same ice cream for 50 years. It's always tasted the
And it's
same,
the
and then one day
same, and
you
it's
go in
great.
and they change the recipe on your ass.
And got like soft
Like,
serve machines.
shit.
And you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and
Damn.
it's one of those, like, do you give up your loyalty over this new restaurant or this new recipe, or do you keep going there in the hopes that one day they'll realize the error of their ways and go back?
Nah, it's time for a change up for you then. You know what I mean? If they're changing up the game on you, it's time for you to change up the game on them. You know what I'm saying? Sucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Oh, looks like you
it's
lost a patron trying to get all fancy and shit on us. You know what I mean? Trying to up the Yelp review. Whatever.
You
Anyway,
made pistachio vegan ice cream. I
I
don't know if
came
I
here
agree with this.
because you were a mom and pop spot and y'all fired mom and pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, I'm out of there. So, I feel you. That's my response. Um, me,
So
uh,
yeah,
yeah,
how
Vo-
how are you?
Volkswagen is on the fritz. Not like bad, but like enough that it's not reliable. Cause I got stuck 40 minutes away from home yesterday. Bitch would turn over, but just wouldn't ignite. I even
Okay.
tried pop starting it twice, which is where, like, with a manual transmission, you get the car rolling, and while it's rolling, you throw it into first and like let off the clutch really quick, and that normally pops the engine alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking wouldn't do that either. I ended up having to buy a brand new battery, and that's the only way I got home. But hey, I got home, right? Yesterday,
Yeah.
yesterday, I drove it to work. Did a full. I had like a mulch job, which mulch jobs suck, by the way. I want to say that. I love being a lawn guy to an extent, you know what I mean? But mulch jobs are the worst. Have you ever done one?
I have.
You
Yeah.
seem like a man who's done a mulch job. You end up,
I.
you know, black as night by the time you're done. Nasty, sweaty,
Oh yeah.
covered in mulch, right? That's all I'm saying. So I also my mulch job went long. You know, I ended up getting way too much mulch, and also took way longer than I expected. So, having a tough day. I get back, I drop the trailer off, I hop in the Bug. I'm like, you know what? Your boy needs smokes, and I need to get some gas in here because straight up my gas gauge does not work. And I don't know when I got gas last. So I go to QT, man. I swear to God, I went inside for just a minute, came back out, filled the tank up, would not start again. Same shit. Yeah. At least this time I'm like a mile and a half from home. And I call my buddy just to see if he's working. He's not. He has the day off. He comes up to help me jump the car. Bro, it won't jump. Like, it'll turn over all day. I'm like running the starter out, but it won't jump start. And QT, there's no way I can pop start it there. It's too fucking busy. I'd kill somebody.
Yeah.
So after 10 minutes of trying to jumpstart, I'm having a goddamn hissy fit, dude. I'm having, like, not a hissy fit, like a full-on 10 out of 10 Chris on the rage scale freak out.
Yeah.
In front of God and everybody at QT. And Ryan, friend of the show, Schweitzer. You remember, we've had him on twice, maybe 3 times now.
Yeah. Good people.
Good people. Comes to help me jump the car, right? He goes, Chris, I will help you. however the fuck you need me to help you. Like, I know this isn't working the way you want it to. We can do whatever you need to next. I'm here to help with the plan, but you need to calm the fuck down. You need to calm the fuck down. We need to come up with a plan, bro, because you're going to get arrested here pretty soon. I was like, okay.
He's just trying not to catch a court date, you know?
Yeah, big time. So I ended up going to get the van, and I have a special, like, Volkswagen tow bar that I got in college for, again, when I break down and shit. So I can tow the bug back with anything. Don't let me put you to sleep, by the way. Okay?
No. You're good.
Okay.
I got that weak neck. I didn't protect my neck like the clan said. The Wu-Tang clan. Just
yeah,
so everybody knows.
Thank you for clarifying, motherfucker. Thank you for clarifying.
Not the white one. The fun one.
What the fuck, dude? Holy shit, I'm moly. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan for life, motherfuckers. 100%.
Yeah.
Going back to my story.
Yeah.
I get the van in the tow bar. Thing about the tow bar is you should always have like a backup, like, method of towing anytime you're towing anything, whether it's a trailer or in this case a Volkswagen. So I'm looking around for a chain because you do a tow bar and a chain, and that's at least like if the tow bar breaks, you got your chains, and then the fucking bug's just going to hit me and not some kid walking home from school. Okay?
Yeah.
So I get back to QT with the tow bar and van, and I am like, bro, I really don't want to do this. I'm just having that vision in my head. By the way, couldn't find a fucking chain. I don't know where my dad hid him, but no chain. I figured I was going to use like the biggest ratchet strap I could find and have that as my backup, but at least I was using a backup, right? Still not happy, and I'm just like, I backed the van up to it. I took the tow bar out, and I looked at it, and I go, man, I do not want to do this by myself. Because I'd sent Schweitzer home when he dropped me at Dad's to get the van, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to do this. I'm like, I'm going to give the bug one more shot. I'm going to hop in there and see if it starts. And, bro, it started the first time. No, I was so mad. I was so fucking mad, bro. So I keep it running. I pray to God it stays running. And I go and I, like, start the van and I go park it at QT at, like, an actual spot. Because I was at a pump with the bug.
Okay.
And I take the bug. As soon as I'm in the bug, I call Schweitzer, and I'm like, hey, bug is running. I'm driving home. I'm going to my house with it. Can you meet me over there and drive me back to QT, follow me back to Dad's, and then on your way home, drop me off? And he was game. I did. Hey, I threw him a couple smokes, threw him a couple dollars, but that's what a true friend is. You know what I mean? He wasn't asking for it.
Yeah.
But worked out, got the van back, and got the bug back. And everything worked out. Didn't lose the bug. I thought for a second there I was towing the bug home and was going to lose it, though. I was like, fuck, this is not going to end well. And I was like, again, a 10 out of 10 Chris Rage. It's not good. It's not pretty, and Chris doesn't think straight. Chris just does irrational shit and then also is working fast because I want to be done with it, and get through the rage. It's when shit gets fucked up, man.
Yeah, but from the outside, if people, some people won't like hearing this, but you in a 10 out of 10 rage is actually pretty fucking hilarious.
I mean, it can be if it's not directed at you. Like, okay, imagine when it's when it's directed at you, it's the fucking worst, though. But if you're just witnessing it, I bet it's a fucking. I hope nobody taped me, bro. I swear to God, I thought about that last night, just sitting down here. I was like, yikes! Somebody probably put that shit on TikTok. But
that'd be awesome.
If they fucking plugged our shit, but they're probably just like, look at this homo having a freak out. Don't drive a Volkswagen. I will say I had like 3 to 5 people walk up on me to like offer advice and see if they could help. And as the freak out kept like getting worse, like the first person was like, no, thank you. Hey, no, I did that. No, I did that. It can't be that. Like, everybody's offering me advice from when they had Volkswagens and shit, and I'm like, no, trust me, I've done that and that and this and this, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. This one's weird. And by the fifth person coming up, I was like, get the fuck away from me. Like, not even letting them talk. I don't want to hear it. I've been through the ringer. I know my shit. I don't know why it's not working. Nothing you can say is going to help. Get away from me. Like, that wasn't verbatim, but like that was that. And these are people coming up just to help, you know, or like, hey, I love your car. Yeah, there's probably this or this. Can I see your battery? Fuck no. Get away from me. You know.
Yeah, no, it's they're approaching you with the Midwest kindness, and
I will say it's alive and well because of both times I broke down. I probably had 8 people come and help me, and shout out to all of them, including the people I pretty much cussed out. So I apologize.
But you like you in a rage. You connect with your Italian background that got tinged with the East Coast. I don't give a fuck, and it's
I don't know where it comes from, dude.
When that gets confronted with the Midwest kindness, people will be like, well, I hope your day goes better. And then they'll just walk off like they weren't just verbally assaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
for real. That's for
and then
sure
you'll see them
going.
next time and they'll like sidestep you so that way they avoid your rage. But then you'll be like, no. Hey, it's okay.
I do need the jump
that was yesterday.
I do need the jump. I'm doing better. The meds have kicked in.
It's like you're just acting like a dad who had to beat the shit out of his kid the night before and was like, hey, that was yesterday. We're all good now. Let's go to the movies.
We're still on for Six Flags. Yeah.
Too far?
Too real. Shit. Holy fuck.
Big J. Okerson does it.
No, it's all good. We're getting better.
Yeah. He has a better form of that joke. So...
Shout out. I like when you accidentally take somebody's joke or it comes out, you're like, you do credit them, and it's totally funny because it's like a joke with a works cited. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like it's like I do it accidentally a lot because I know I look at comedy a lot, and it's just like once it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, fuck, that's not mine. It's not original. It's somebody else covered this. Ah, damn it. Well, now I got to cite them because, that shit was drilled into my head where it's just like, if somebody took a picture of you and you used the picture, you got to cite the photographer. Otherwise you're stealing their work. And it's like, I don't want to be a work thief. Right. I don't want to be a joke thief.
Right. I don't want to be over here.
I do want to say this thing because it's the funniest thing in the moment, no matter how real it is.
Yeah. Get your work cited together, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, it'd be so dumb if like you did a fucking cover special of comedy and like at the end the end credits is just your work cited of all the that'd be an Amy Schumer special. Got you. Got him.
I don't think that would go well.
No.
I think a lot of people will be like, "Where's my cut, bro? Where's the cash?"
Yeah, worse than Gringo Poppy. I still like Gringo Poppy. It wasn't too terrible. I think it was at least a 6 out of 10.
If I'm being honest, I never watched the entire thing.
I know you didn't give it right. You didn't. Anyways,
it's one of those I'm trying to create, and I don't want to look at somebody else's stuff all the way through. It's all right. The and then it as you know, it always affects the people that are in the room with you.
Hey, let's pause real
so
quick.
I was watching it with a couple friends.
Pause real quick.
And they were like, "This sucks," and I was like, "I agree,
sir."
So we changed it.
Ty, pause real quick. We'll be back in 2.
Mode deactivated.
All right, we're back at it. Ty is reawoken. He's said he is one of the wide awakes. I don't know what that means.
I am wide awake. I am one with the awakened Snorlax essence.
Good. I was about to make some history jokes, and I don't even need to go there. We're gonna lose everybody. So Volkswagen troubles out the wazoo. That's what I get for driving it. I'll get her though. I'll get her. I think it's an electrical
I
problem.
mean,
I think it's either distributor or regulator. You boys got to do some tests in the name of
but I mean,
science.
it's Volkswagen problems that you've had for a while, ever since you had it. But I mean, at the same time, your brand loyalty is to be commended. You love that little car.
Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, it hasn't given me any trouble since I put the new engine in, like, God, 3 years ago. So it's about time to have
Yeah,
some. You got to put some money in it to drive old cars around and shit like that. So just consider it my spring upkeep to buy a new distributor or whatever. So
yeah. And honestly, it's one of those. You without the Volkswagen, the look wouldn't be complete. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I
there'd
don't
be
intend to
always
sell that
something
bitch.
missing.
I don't intend to sell that bitch ever. I intend to get hit in it and like have it totaled out, and that's the way it's probably. Knock on wood that
You should
doesn't
get
happen.
you should not a lift kit, a jumpy kit. You know what I mean? You should get a
Maybe if I do another Volkswagen, not this one. This one's too rusty. I mean, and that's the problem with doing hydraulics on Volkswagens is just like if you're using like a stock frame, bro, it's just not good.
yeah.
Your car will come apart basically. You know what I mean? If I did
Yeah,
it to
but
my
I
car
mean,
currently, I'd need to put new floor pans in first because I'd go through the floor, buddy. Shit, I went through the floor last season and had to like re-weld my driver's side floor pan. It was kind of a nightmare. But yeah, no, and that was happening
I mean,
that happened on my way to work. I got to tell everybody, and they're like,
let's
"What?"
all right, so let's go through the highlights of what I know of the Volkswagen. You could sprinkle in things I'm missing. All right, so you just Fred Flintstone your car last year.
No,
haven't
it still propelled itself. I just had to keep myself from going through the bottom.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
like coming off. Yeah. Pretty
yeah.
much Fred's Flintstone. Yeah.
Let me see. You replaced the engine that cost a nut. You let me see here. You once covered my apartment parking lot full of parts as you were fixing something. I think it was a flywheel or something like that.
The clutch.
That was a fun day.
Yep.
Thank God the neighbors are cool. Let me see here. What else?
There was a
we
lot of
set the
cussing
bitch on
that day.
fire once.
Yep.
Um,
That was not fun either. And got it running
Yeah,
the
that
next
was-
day. And it was back up and running as soon as we had a new battery in it. That was wild to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then didn't you break the windshield once?
No. No,
Huh.
all the glass is still the same. I did back.
Okay.
I backed. I fucked a fender up because I backed into. All right, story time with Chris. We're 20. We're 20 plus minutes, and I can tell this story. Here's a good one. So we used to really like going on roadies in college, which
Yeah.
was us just smoking weed on the road, out of town. We'd go find country
Wait,
roads and
wait.
get the fuck out of there.
What's the statute of limitations on drunk intoxication and driving?
Hey.
Before we continue.
Hey, it's what it is. I'm not saying
Fair
when.
enough.
It was years ago. This was years ago. Years ago, doggy. We're plenty of time in.
Okay.
Besides, there wasn't a safe spot in town to smoke at the point. If you didn't know somebody with an apartment, it was just the deal. So we go out of town, and people will be smoking in my car, and shit. Where was I going? Okay, we're getting ready to head out one day, and we're packing all of our stuff up in the parking lot. But they had been power washing the buildings around campus. And when we were about to take off, they were like parking the crane that they had used, like a couple spots down from where my car had been. So I am in the front of the bug packing up a bowl, and everybody else is like rolling joints and whatever. And I look up, or I packed it, I hit it once, and I look up, and there's a crane arm that had been the crane parked and the crane operator was still in the bucket thing, and the bucket had gone like right in front of my windshield, basically, and he was looking directly at me as I hit that shit, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. So I hit the ignition, I threw it in reverse, I didn't even look, and I just slammed it, you know what I mean? And I backed straight into his crane operator's buddy's truck, who was just waiting on him. He was like parked in the lane behind my car. So I smashed my fender straight into his fucking front end. Like 25 miles per hour off the jump, you know?
Yeah.
And we ended up not going on a road. We had to stay there and get a police report and all that shit. It was terrible. It sucked dick.
And the entire time the bucket operator's like, this pie.
Yeah, and I'm so hoping he doesn't say anything. I don't want... Yeah, it could have been so much worse, bro. And the guy with the car was so cool about it. He was like... He was so sorry that it happened to my car. He was like, of all the cars to fucking fuck up and hit me, I'm just sorry it's yours, man. That sucks. Your fender, that looks like a great paint job. I was like, I did it myself. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been parked there. It's a bad... So he didn't do anything, and the cop was a dick, too. As soon as it happened, I was like, everybody get the stuff. Get out of here. So all my friends took all the weed and shit. And I'm having like a stressed cigarette while I'm waiting there, you know? As soon as the cop pulls up, put that cigarette out. Put it out. I'm like, I know it's a no smoking campus, but he's like, I don't care. If it's around me, I don't want it. And I was like he was
he's just fucking flexing his powers, dude. He came in with big dick energy.
He really did. He was a fucking it was a nightmare. So yeah, that's story time with Chris. That was me ruining that fender. I had to replace that bitch. Got to repaint a new fender. It was fun.
That's like the small cop attitude to everything.
He
I
was
showed
a short
up and
guy.
it's my kingdom.
He was shorter than me. That's what was going on for sure. Yeah, man. Hey, you hit any open mics this week?
Let me see here. I only went to the gimmick this week because I'm still trying to figure out the rental situation and trying to get everybody on my level. You know, it's a difficult task. So like it's going to be light. It's going to be light this coming week. But the week after, I'm hoping to get at least 4 in. But I got my buddy's wedding coming up that I gotta do shit for and everything, and you know, they're letting me do a speech, which is probably the worst idea I've ever heard, but you know, they're letting me do it, so I'm gonna do it because hey, stage time, right?
Is this a friend of the show?
It is a friend of the show.
Okay.
I just I'm not gonna tell him anything because you know they haven't signed the papers or dotted the line yet. It's just one of those don't like I want to speak at the fancy dress party, but at the same time like grandma's gonna be there. And
hey, it's
like,
not no what what are you thinking, bro? Why are you giving Ty the mic? Oh, have you not seen his set? Jesus.
I mean, it's one of those. I got the speech mostly formed in my head. They're only giving me 3 minutes, which is probably the best decision they ever made. But it's one of those. Oh boy, you know, I'm gonna plug the podcast during it. You know, I'm gonna say I'm a comedian and I'm gonna be like, I apologize if I offended anybody, but here we go.
Don't or go listen to Tim Dillon's speech at Ben's wedding for some inspiration. That'll help you out.
Yeah. But it's just a time consuming thing, so we'll see what happens.
It's a little nerve wracking too, speaking of somebody's wedding. Good luck. That's probably I'd count it as at least 10, even though it's 3 minutes. I'd count it as 10 minutes of stage time. It's a lot of prep for that.
Yeah,
For
and it's And then I got back to Florida. The scene has completely changed.
Yeah,
You know,
you were saying that.
a club is dead, but there's new mics open, different spots. So I have to rearrange the previous schedule I had with everybody and create a new schedule that actually helps me out. So,
Instead of
like
having
instead of
nights
going
off when
Saturdays to the
nothing's.
Kava bar and kind of just, wasting my time there with the 3 audience members, I would go Sunday to the improv.
Should be a big deal.
So
It's a schedule management thing. Trust, I get it, bro.
yeah,
I get it.
it's logistics, and I hate it. I need my own car. Which is
We need a manager. Dr. Evil, where are you? No, it's okay. This episode probably sucks because we've had like 0 sound bits, guys. Sorry, I can only do so much. Hey, let's go ahead and take a second and restart the Zoom because it's gonna kick you off here in just a second. Here.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Pausing for the 3rd time. And we're back, bitches. It's Comedy by Coincidence, your favorite freaking podcast in the world, bro. And, yo, you want to do some comedy news?
Yeah, let's do some comedy news.
You have anything lined up?
No.
Me neither.
Once again, I failed to do my homework. I apologize, Professor. But I'm less scared this week because Dr. Evil's out getting her yearly evil quota, so the evilness will not be directed towards me.
Right. Yo, let's see here. I looked up comedy news. Joe Rogan fights fucking cult at new comedy club. Welcomes canceled comedians. Wait, what? Oh, this is Fox. Welcomes canceled comedians like Roseanne Barr. Well, they're just talking about the mothership. That's just Fox getting in on it.
I mean, yeah, it's basically the new comedy mecca, and I'll get there one day, but I'm not ready for those leagues yet.
It's Mother's Day this weekend. Shout out to all the mothers tuning in and all the mothers who support raunchy comedy. We love it. Yo, let's get some MILFs in Ty's DMs. Yo, where's them Latina mommies we were talking about? Latina mommies, hit Ty up, bro. Let's go. Yeah. He's not hating it.
No complaints.
No complaints. He needs the spicy food. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm miss. All right, so this is not comedy news, but it's an observation I made. Seems like Americans are obsessed with ghost pepper. You've seen a whole bunch of ghost pepper popping up around you.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a seasonal thing. Maybe they're in.
It's one of those, like, you go to Wendy's, they got a whole ghost pepper menu. Beef jerkies are all latching onto the ghost pepper.
Yeah, it's like when avocados took over.
Yeah, and it's ghost pepper. It has the bang, but it doesn't have the flavor to withhold it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like all the heat with flavor. Nothing.
Yeah. It was like you're lower in the spice scale, right?
I can't. Yeah, it'll mess me up.
You can't. See, it's like it's hard for a man like me who appreciates the spicy to describe the flavor to a man like you who does not handle the heat.
That's well. Okay. I can understand where it comes from because I've had
it's like
friends with heat consumers.
It's like all this ghost pepper stuff. Ty says give it a pass. It's all heat. Which is great if you're trying to build up a sweat or whatever. But like, you're not just getting the flavor. You need like Tapatio. Tapatio is one of the best hot sauces out there for the flavor to heat ratio thing. It's like if you go Tabasco, you already fucked up your entire meal, right?
Right. But if it's gonna have that much kick, it's gotta have some sort of flavor to make it justified. Is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can understand that.
And it's like ghost pepper doesn't do it. Jalapeno jalapeno.
So, yo, Ghost Peppers, go fuck yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Comedy by coincidence, verified. Trying to think. I had some comedy news. I think.
Sorry,
I had something. Let's see if I remember. Comedy news. Oh, Joey Diaz released his book, Tremendous. I'm trying to get a signed copy. I'm working the back doors to get my motherfucking signed copy, okay? Because that's my uncle, bro. That's Uncle Joey over there. So, if you need a good summer read, if you're into the reading, I know my mom is. So, hey, if your mom is into reading and you need to get her a Mother's Day gift, Tremendous, Joey Diaz, The Life of a Comedy Savage, okay? But in addition to that, Joey Diaz was on Are You Garbage, and that is a good watch. Go watch that.
Ooh, check that out.
Yeah.
But also Joey Diaz's book comes in ebook form, and it also comes in audio form where he reads the motherfucker, which is probably the best way to listen to it.
Consume it, actually. Oh my god, I need to get that. Like the him reading it version, that would be lit.
So Joey Diaz, Tremendous. Summer tours are starting to fill up. You know, comedians are always traveling, so give them a look, see what you find.
Yeah, that Bert Kreischer Fully Loaded tour is looking pretty lit. So it is coming to St. Louis. So
I love that how that's becoming a yearly thing where they just go to like different stadiums and just fill the place out. Everybody does 15, 20 minutes, and it's a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a different feel. But I'd probably go experience it once, you know. I regret that I never got to get in on the drive-in shows. I think that would have been pretty cool too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
like you ever been to a drive-in?
The drive-in shows. What?
You ever been to a drive-in in general to see a movie?
Once when I was very, very little. I just remember we had a truck, so all the kids was in the bed of the truck while the parents were in the cab. And I was just, I was 5 or 6, so I was just being a raging fuck the entire time.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the appeal, especially when you're young and at one of those. I remember going as a kid, and the kids would be playing football in the back, and I'd go throw a football around a little bit and make some friends in Kentucky and shit.
Exactly.
You know, it was a kind of cool time.
It's my problem with the drive-in comedy show is that inevitably there's always going to be one person who leaves their car on for the AC or something, and it's like the sound systems in those places aren't the best. So, for your boy, he needs that car to be off to understand what the fuck's being said.
I will say, the way drive-ins work, you can tune into a radio station. I think it's an AM channel, but they tell you, they make it pretty blatant that you tune into that, you can listen to the audio from that they're broadcasting. But they also have those little shit speakers that are movable. They're on a wire.
Yeah,
and you can. You'd have to put one up to your ear and be like,
"Oh yeah," I'd be holding it like it's a fucking World War II walkie-talkie. Trying to decipher where the bombs are about to be dropped.
More like figure out who's bombing and when.
So yeah, light comedy news this week.
Yeah, but hey, we're doing it. We're doing the damn thing. Dr. Evil told us to do. Yo, she gave us explicit instructions. She said, "No talking religion." She said, "Keep it light, keep it fluffy." And you know what? Maybe don't stay on the comedy news too long. And she said, third, don't let Ty fall asleep. So I'm doing what I can, guys. Oh God, he's hanging in by a thread. Tell me time with Ty.
I was gonna do this podcast with the Hugh Hefner fucking head built up with the leg up and everything, and just have you guys see the full body view. But then I couldn't get the camera angle right.
Yeah, you'd have to be out on a balcony that is non-existent. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
You should have stole one of the hotel robes, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't. I got plans for next week, dude. I got plans for next week.
Speaking of which, it should be when we get off the episode, we should talk about plans for next week. But
yeah. But all right. That's comedy news. Do you have a savage this week?
I got a couple I want to shout out. You know what I mean? It's rare that I get multiple, but I need to, because I've had a lot of people either offer help or be truly helpful, and I need to shout them all out. So first off, tattooed pothead at the dispensary who helped me jump / pop start / do everything he could to get the bug to start in the rain in Eureka. Shout out to that guy. I did not get his name. I tried to give him $10. He would not take it. I tried to give him $10 again. He would not take it. I tried a third time, and he said, "No, bro, this is about Southern hospitality." And I was, like, truly affected by that. I was like, this is my kind of guy.
I mean, that's...
So...
I mean, shout out to him. That's mad help, but Missouri's a confusing place. It's not in the South, but it's part of the South. That's
don't tell that to the wrong person now here, okay? Missouri, yeah, Missouri's got its problems. Anyways, I was by the Dickie Bubs. I did not get his name. So shout out to Dickie Bubs guy who helped me out. Two,
excellent.
Shout out to my dad Brian Davis. Both picking up calls whenever I call him with bug problems and doing what he can to help. Shout out to you, brother. Third, shout out to Ryan Schweitzer for doing all the driving me around, being a true friend, and using his day off to come help me deal with the bug situation. Ryan Schweitzer, Savage of the Week as well. Fourth and last one, Dr. Evil, who is currently putting out political fires that we started. But not only that, she's helping a friend. And, she's just truly one of the most special people in my life and Ty's. And she does so much for all of us. So shout out to her, dude. Savage of the Week for sure every week in my world. So, but there's my Savages of the Week. Hope I didn't undercut anybody.
The first eternal Savage of the Week this podcast has ever had, by the way, Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil, shout out to you.
Special occasion. I don't do this. I don't want to step on your Savage of the Week. Those are very good Savages.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Throw
but I want to do a general worldwide Savage of the Week, if so may, because you did mention it's Mother's Day coming up.
Yo, yeah.
I want to give out to the Savages out there, for Mother's Day, who have to deal with, all the mothers' bullshit. Shout out to the fathers. We're taking this holiday back. Treat your lady right on Mother's Day, but understand we all get that there's amount of BS that's coming with it. So shout out to you guys. Stay strong, stay savage.
Stay strong. Yeah.
I'm sorry that
mad love and respect for everybody. Shout out to the mothers out there, especially mine and Ty's. Yo, good episode. We made it. Let's call her here because we gotta talk.
Yeah.
Anyways, about who's getting fired. All right, we love you guys. Have a good week. We'll maybe be back next week. We'll see what's up. Okay, love you.
Love you. Mad love and respect. Tell your fucking friends.